Hello, this is Victor. I'm here with a new video, and this time I want to talk a little bit about Warhammer Underworlds. Warhammer Underworlds, if you have seen my previous videos, is one of the games I'm enjoying the most recently. I think I think more or less the simplicity and also this deck building and as well, one of the things that really interests me is the possibility to paint very different miniatures, right? So in season one we had some quite a good variation. I think season two was even better in variation, and season three it's looking really interesting. This Beastgrave, okay. So it's a game that creates interest on me. It's fast to play. I try to play at least once a month. We meet to play the game, so I try always to go there if I'm not traveling or doing anything that it's yeah, making me not possible to go. But it's really a game that I'm enjoying, right? And now we go to season three, and we had the news that season one cards are not going to be playable anymore unless they are repeated in season 2 or 3, right? For example, confusion. For example, hold objective 1, 2, 3, 4. Example, speed, great speed, or great force, or great strength. Sorry, there are a lot of cards that are repeated, right? So these cards will be available again in season 3, and we can use the one from season 1, 2, or 3. At the end, it's not going to make big difference because they are already there. So yeah, the only thing is that if you don't have it from season 3, you can use the one from season 2 or 1, right? So I don't think it's going to be a big difference in terms of deck building. I think it's going to help. I think will help to people that wants to start knowing the hobby. So if you want to start on season 3 and the people coming with cards from season 1 that are not anymore available, can be quite discouraging for people that wants to enter in this gaming, right? So yeah, I understand the point. I think it's refreshing the game, and it will open to new strategies. And this is for competitive tournament gaming. I think you have to take this into account. Nobody's forbidding you to use these cards with your friends. So I need to talk with the people what I want to play with, sorry, to understand if they will like to eliminate season 1 or not, or how they would like to do it, right? Maybe we arrive to compromise that we can play with any card that we have, except the forbidden ones, right? Or we decide not to use season 1. To be fair, both options are good to me. I think I will try to follow, even if they are out any season 2, get locked on season 2 and 3 and see go on from there. But yeah, I think this was quite interesting. But again, this if you play on a closed group, you can decide how you want to play the game, right? You want to use or not the forbidden cards, you want to use or not season 1. So this is up to every gaming group, right? What also is interesting is with it seems that with Beastgrave, at least I have picked 4 different rules. So the first rule that is going to change is normally when we have the roll off, the winner was put in the first board, the loser was put in the second board, then the winner put 3 objectives and the loser 2. No, the one that wins the roll off can decide if goes first or second. What I think is very interesting, because if your plan is to hold objectives, right? Maybe it's better that you put the first board, right? Because you put the first board, and then you can put 3 objectives on your side. But if you want to really to be sure that you have your guys very close to the opponent, you really want to avoid the long deployment because you have a very aggressive warband or a slow warband, then maybe you want to be second, right? You don't care too much about the objective. You really want to choose how to put the boards. So this is open a new strategy and a thing that you have a thing that you will need to think when you are creating the warband. Of course, it's going to be a roll off, but before was completely random, and now if you win, you choose, right? So you have a little bit more, and the opponent can do the same. So the opponent, if know that you are playing very aggressively, he can decide, okay, I will go second because then I will really try to put the warband in a way that he cannot reach me easily. But on the other side, if you play aggressively, and you know the other one will go for objective control, you will put 3 objectives, so you will put them in a way that is very difficult for him to take them without engaging you in combat, right? So it's going to be interesting, these mechanics, because now it's going to be more choiceful, and I think it's a good move. I think it makes more sense now. The other thing I think we are going to have the objective will play differently. There will be a way to turn the objectives into dangerous terrain, I call it, right? I need to see, and I think you will be able to put tokens as well on that. I'm really curious to see how this will go. So it seems that we are going to have a little bit new rules for tokens or terrain. And then I have just seen another thing that it seems that there's going to be a new phase. Just give me a minute. Well, it's not really a phase, but here there is in one of the community articles, there is a card from the new that is going to come, and it says reaction: play this during a friendly hunter's attack action. So what is a hunter's attack action? This is going to be, I'm curious to see what is this going to go. So yeah, and say yes, after if it drives back an enemy fighter, the enemy fighter is deal 1 damage. So it's like a trap, but with a new type of attack, hunter's attack action. So really curious to see. I think that we have mentioned the rules. Then they will do another thing that I think makes sense for me. They will create universal rules, right? Block will be not block. Sorry, cliff is going to be always the same. Then we will have a special rule to avoid dodging, and they will create these keywords that we have seen repeat them more than once. So there will be more keywords. So up to now we just have knockback and cliff. I think they will create more keywords and for to create more of these rules. So all in all, very interesting. And just the last thing I was almost forgetting, the third warband that is coming. So we are going to have this type of wood elf with the centaur. We are going to have the beastman, and we know that we are going to have these goblin wolf riders. Really, really interesting, and they got me by surprise. I was not expecting goblins wolf riders, but I'm up for them. So this is going to be a really interesting warband to paint, and I think it's only 3 goblins wolf riders, so they should be quite strong, right? Because if there is only 3, it means that they are going to be like 3 Stormcast Eternals, like it's going to be them at the same level of the Stormcast Eternals. I'm wondering if they will release a new Stormcast Eternal for this season. I don't know, because we have the Evocators, we have the Vanguard, and we have the Liberators. So there is not too much room to put new ones unless you want to go for mixture or Judicators. But I don't think Judicators will make sense here. I don't know what they will, if they will put another unit of Stormcast, but it's going to be surprising that we have a season without the Stormcast, right? So yeah, quite looking forward to see. Maybe we have Stormcast with Griffhounds, because it's the Beastgrave. So maybe we have like more similar to what we have seen in Warcry, more Griffhounds and Etherwings, and this will be an interesting twist to the Stormcast collectors. So yeah, looking forward to see what else will come with this new season of Beastgrave. I'm very interested in it. I'm really enjoying. It's a game that I don't put too much content in the channel, because to put a game in the channel, you have to record the game, the full game, right? You cannot just make pictures and then comment in the game. It makes no sense. You have to really record the game. I will check if in the future I can do that, but because we play in a noisy environment, in a bar, I don't think it's the best environment to do this type of video. Maybe I will ask permission to the owner to see if we can record once and see how this looks like. Let me know if you will be interested to see records or videos of my Warhammer Underworld gaming. And yeah, that's all for now. So really looking forward to see what how Beastgrave will change the warbands, how this will impact all the playing scene. And yeah, I'm all into this new launch for Warhammer Underworlds. So please, if you're a Warhammer Underworld players, leave the comment below and let me know what do you think about this new season. And if you don't play Warhammer Underworlds, I will be testing to know why you don't play. Is you are not interested, it's not your type of game, or you yeah, depending on you have other priorities, right? So just let me know in the comments below what do you think about the new season of Beastgrave, what do you think of Hammer Underworlds, and as usual, thanks a lot for watching, and see you again later. Bye.